And so it passed. I literally had to turn down the voice there. Holy shit, Nerine, that was loud. God damn. That was awkward. Where's the sound again? Man, what the hell?
Link?
Yeah, whatever. Jeez. That went on way longer than I was expecting, man. I felt like I was waking up. The world around me revealed itself in the light. My vision was also gradually getting clearer. And...
Lee-sama, ohayou gozaimasu.
Wait, is that music still playing? Nerine was gently smiling at me. I'm not sure how YouTube will, think of this, but she's not completely nude, she's at least covered up. But, nonetheless, I'm not gonna, blank it out completely. I don't know what I'll do with that. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. She was covered by the blanket, but it wasn't large enough to cloak the devil's body. Her ample breasts looked even more conspicuous beneath it. And stuff. Looking at her, I suddenly remembered what happened the night before. Our bodies and feelings became one. As those images relayed in my mind, I could instantly feel my face go flush. Go flush? What? Nerine also started blushing as she saw me turning red. Were you watching me sleep? She tilted her head with a smile. I guess she was.
ご気分はいかがですか?
I can't say I'm feeling bad because of your smile. Are you feeling alright?
私は、大丈夫ではあるんですけど。
Yeah, I think I'll know what I'll do with this actually. I'll have the screen because I can adjust the angle, so just have it fill her up. I mean, it's not like you could see anything like that. It's just YouTube might be like, hey, that's a no. I don't know why it would, because it's not full on or anything. You can't even see anything. It's just that it's just covering the front, and a bit of the side. Kind of I don't know. Maybe they'd be like, hey, an exposed leg. Oh my god! Block it immediately. I don't even know. We'll see when we get to editing, I suppose. But if I do choose to have it upper half of her be the only thing seen, then she just pretty much said, I'm feeling just fine, but because I'd have to translate it if I bother to do that,
まだ、リン様が中にいらっしゃるみたいで。
Not gonna translate that one. I see. I couldn't say anything. I scratched my cheek and looked away. Nerine smiled at me and quietly got out of bed. If you're wondering what that was, I'm not gonna tell you.
それでは、午後には楓さんも戻られますし、私は失礼させていただきますね。
She says I should get back to work. After all, Kaede-san is coming back this afternoon. What do you mean by work anyway? Do you have a job?
すみません。お料理の一つもできれば、リン様に何かご用意したいのですけれど。まだ、卵焼き一つくらいしか作れませんので。
Never mind, I already feel full just from seeing your smile. What?
リン様、そういうことを言われると、まる。
Whoops. She giggled while saying that. It didn't sound like me, huh?
いいえ、少なくとも私は、とても嬉しかったですから。
I would have thought you'd have a Tomoya reaction when he's compared to Aki's What? Ah, no!
ですから、また言ってくださいね。
Upon saying that, she kissed me and smiled. Her lips silently slipped away from
お
mine.
別れです。私のネリネの思いはこれでも。
Yeah, that's nice and all, but still, that scene, the whole scene with just who are you? I didn't get an answer to that. She sounded sad for some reason. Nerine, wait. I'm starting to piece together a few things here. It does seem... Yes, I see. Yes, the angel of the bell, and what she said at one time. It all seems a little suspicious. Why am I talking in that way? But yeah, I think I'm starting to piece together a few things here and there, but I still have no idea where this is going. Even though I called out to her, she replied with just a smile.
Tsuchi, ちょっといいか?
What? What, are you in a nickname kind of way like that? During break, the classroom door suddenly opened and Miss B stuck her head in. Miss B, what's up?
ネリネのこと何か聞いてないか?
About Nerine?
先ほど親バカ殿から電話があったんだが、しばらく休むそうだ。
What?
そうか。ツッチーでも初耳か。
What do you mean? Is she sick or something? I got up from my chair feeling something ominous was happening.
さあな、わからん。いろいろ尋ねてはみたんだが、結局しばらく休むとしか言わなかった。なんで、もし時間があったら様子を見に行ってやってくれ。軽い風邪くらいだったらいいんだが、さすがに今回のは気になってな。
Sure, I'll check on her after class.
頼む。
Well, I've never heard that way of saying thanks before. Miss B left the classroom. I knew she was absent today, but what's going on with her? I would put a cliffhanger there, but I don't know how long we've been recording, so record a little more. Her words from the previous night bothered me. I suddenly became worried. I wanted to see her, to hear her voice. I wanted to rid myself of this fear. I couldn't remember what happened during the rest of class after that. Like you pay attention anyway. What's going on? Lag. Everywhere. The king of the devil spoke to me through the intercom. All he'd said was that he couldn't let me see her. He wouldn't explain why, but kept desperately repeating that it wasn't possible. What happened to her? Was she alright? What's going on? You're just repeating yourself now. I didn't know what to do. I like to repeat myself a lot, though that I do know. Come on, take the scene seriously now. It had been 4 days since Nerine stopped coming to school. I went to her house every day, but I still hadn't been able to see her. I guess the reason why I don't take these routes as seriously as I would with, say, Clannad is because, well, let's just face it, Clannad's on an entirely different level of that. While this one just kind of like random scene after random scene, and then once it gets serious, sometimes it's effective and actually just like, well, damn. But other times, just kind of not really take it as serious as Clannad. Just like with Clannad, it's like, think of just after story by itself, just like, damn, the feels. With this one, I'm just confused as to what the hell's going on. Rather than like, oh my god. It's more of, what? What's going on now? Wait, did I read that? Well, who cares? I couldn't even get an explanation. I just lie down on my bed and think about the reason. I just know if someone stumbles upon this LP randomly because they wanted to see the visual novel, I just know some of them are going to be like, will this guy shut up? I'm trying to come here to watch a video of a visual novel without any, you know, voice acting, nothing, no commentary, just kind of straightforward stuff. But in that case, wouldn't you just buy it yourself and do that? That's what I don't get about those. But anyways, I doubted it was something physical. If so, I figured they would have told me. What was going on with her? One thing kept bugging me. Why was she waiting for me outside the other day? What did she really want to tell me? I tried to remember everything she said that day. She reminded me of my old memory. I recalled when I first met her 8 years ago. I pulled out all the drawers in my memory. The girl took my hand in a small park in the sunset. She was definitely the girl. I remembered her long blue hair, her polite yet cheerful voice. and her pointy ears that showed me she was one of the devils. Maybe if we can get this in color, maybe like the eyes would be different. I don't know. And oh wait. Ah, and her purple eyes. Ah, there we go. Was that it? I tried hard to remember. Was I mistaken? Confused? Definitely confused by all this, definitely. But the memory came back to me very vividly, and I was certain that I wasn't mistaken. The girl had light purple eyes. That wasn't Nerine. That night when Nerine tried to escape, the question popped into my head. The question I deliberately forgot. Was it a coincidence that you thought of that at that very moment in time? But I couldn't forget it any longer. That girl wasn't Nerine. Another question followed. Who was it then? Who was the girl I met that day? If that wasn't Nerine, then my feelings for her must have been false as well. What memory did Nerine have from 7 years ago? No, it's a good question, actually. If it's not the same girl, then how the... Well, we'll find out in due time. No way. I reached a hypothesis. The girl with purple eyes, the girl with red eyes. The girl who loved me and the girl I loved. The girl I met 8 years ago and the girl I met 3 months ago. If that's true, I suddenly understood Nerine's feelings, Nerine's thoughts, Nerine's decision, what Nerine was trying to do now. You fool. I still don't understand. Maybe I wasn't paying attention enough. Saturday. I was lying on my bed and staring at the ceiling. Nerine didn't show up for class all week. The King of the Devils wouldn't tell me anything, and I wasn't allowed to see her. Nerine and I shared something very special that day. At least I believed so. We made love and said goodbye in this room, and it was very awkward. I remembered her sad smile when she said goodbye, and her last words.
お別れです。
Oh, I see. It wasn't just a goodbye for the day or whatever, it was goodbye in general. 8 years ago and 3 months ago, huh? I finally understood why I felt strange with her. I could guess what she was thinking and trying to do. That's why I wanted to be with her. But I wasn't with her, I couldn't be with her. Why didn't I realize that sooner? I should have remembered it much sooner. If I realized it sooner, I could have told her my feelings. I could have. Nerine. I heard the phone ringing from downstairs. The handset on my desk began ringing shortly after. I grabbed the phone even though I don't know if it was for me. I ran up the stairs and roughly slammed the door open with my shoulder. Nerine? Her long hair was swaying in the breeze as the sunset cast its light along the rooftop.
リン様。
Said that completely wrong. Trop. Rooftop, idiot. Jeez, how can a student who's been absent for this long look so good? I smiled and shrugged after Nerine smiled at me.
リン様に最後のお別れを言いに来ました。
I see.
驚いてはいただけないんですか？
I was suspecting you might. Anyway, isn't this too cruel? You suddenly called me up to the school roof, and you're telling me goodbye.
はい。ひどいと思います。あの日以来、ひどいことばかりをやってきたんですよ。私。
Her voice was faint despite her smiling face. I didn't want to, but I already knew the answer. The girl I met 8 years ago and the girl I met 3 months ago, and the answer which connected them.
この服、覚えていらっしゃいますか？
Yeah, you showed me them the other day, the day after you bought them. I answered instantly, and Nerine happily smiled.
はい。私が、レイ様と初めてデートをした時の服です。一番、幸せだった時の服。
Our first date, huh? When did I see you for the first time?
もう、思い出していらっしゃるんじゃないですか。
3 months ago.
はい。
It actually took courage to say that, and I deeply wanted her to deny it. But she easily affirmed my suspicions. She sounded sad but continued smiling. I met Nerine for the first time. This was the daughter of the king of the devils, and her name was Nerine. It was only 3 months ago I was drawn to her song to the small park in the residential area.
私の体には、魔界の中でも屈指と言われる魔力があります。その気になりさえすれば、町の一つも消し去れる魔力が。
Yeah, still nothing compared to your dad, though. No, take this serious now.
けれども、そんな魔力に私の体は耐えきれず、私は頻繁に体調を壊しては、ベッドの中で寝ていました。起きているよりも、ベッドの中で寝ていることの方が多い。そんな子供時代でした。あの日、8年前のあの日も、私は体調を崩し、人間界へと行くことを不可能とされたんです。ですが、その日は三世界にとって大切な日。魔王の娘として、私は行かないわけにはいかなかったんです。
I'm starting to come to a conclusion here, but I'm not sure on it. Do go on.
だから、彼女が行きました。
I remember your dad talking about the homunculus. The first one had reinforced strength, but its magical power was too much for its body, so it died during the experiments. The third one was Primla. She was created from the void. She has both enormous magical power and the capacity to hold it. So the second one was... I was right on the dot right there.
クローン。存在している魔族の細胞を強化培養して作り上げた別人格。リコリス。それが私のクローンである彼女の名前です。
I see. I get it now.
リムちゃんの本当のお姉さんですね。
That answered everything. The girl I met 8 years ago, the one I played together with. Licorice. Whatever.
いい子でした。実験体としての自分の境遇を知りながら、それでも常に元気でいようとして、いつも笑顔を見せてくれて、寝たきりに近かった私の元へと来てくれる数少ないお友達。魔王の娘である存在が、その体を持って実験に協力。魔界全体にとっても、いい宣伝材料だったんですよ。魔力だけは強大だったので、その肉体部分さえ強化すればいい。何はともあれ、私のクローンであるリコリスは、私の身代わりとしては、これ以上ない存在でした。動けない私の代わりに、彼女は人間界へと渡り、そこで一人の人間の男の子に出会ったんです。実験材料として、本当の自由を持っていなかった彼女にとって、その男の子との時間は本当に楽しいものでした。一人の少女として見てくれた男の子、一人の少女として手を握ってくれた男の子、彼女の最初で最後。けれど、本当の恋でした。戻ってきて、 その男の子のことを話すリコリスの顔は、今でも覚えています。嬉しそうで、楽しそうで、幸せそうで、その男の子の名前を私の名前の中に見つけて、それだけで大はしゃぎをして。でも、人間界においても、クローン技術が完成しきっていないように、魔界でもその技術は不完全でした。完成しきっていない体で、実験体として無理に魔力を使ってきたリコリスは、彼女の最後の願いだったんです。自分の体に残った力、生命力を私の体に同化させること。二人分の命があれば、きっと私の魔力を制御できるようになるはずだと。外を元気に走れるようになるはずだと。生命力そのものは魔界でも深海でも解明されていません。でも、もともとが同じ存在である私とリコリスならば、融合だけなら理論的には可能でした。そうやって、私は外を自由に走れるようになったんです。ですが、ここで一つの誤算がありました。命の融合。それは、リコリスのすべてを私に与えてしまいました。その生命力、その魔力、その歌。
Yeah, I get it. That's what it is then. That's why she was like, I didn't like singing because it's not her song or something like that, because it was hers.
その思い。リコリスが胸に抱いていた、たった一つの大切な思い。決して怪我してはいけない純粋な思い。土みりんという少年に対する。私はリコリスから全てを奪ってしまったんです。その力を、その命を、その思いまでも。
She sheds tears from her clear red eyes. They flowed down her face and fell onto the rooftop.
だから、私は決めたんです。私は、リコリスになろうって。リコリスとして、リコリスが手に入れたこの思いを、叶えようって。ネリネという名前の魔族は、もう死んだんだって。自分の中に残されたその思いを消したりせず、ただ大切に思い浮かべて、そうして私はこの世界にやってきました。リコリスとしてその思いを少しも焦らせることなく、リコリスとしてその思いを叶えるために。
Nerine began to leave and pass by me, looking up at the crimson sky. I didn't feel like turning around to see her face. I didn't think I should for some reason.
なぜなんでしょうね。私がレリネとしての私がリコリスと同じ思いを抱いてしまうなんて。
The next moment I felt a warmth against my back. Wait, what? I'm confused. Nerine here and here, or is it... I'm quite confused now, but then again this route has been kind of confusing so far. She clung to my body and sobbed.
リコリスとしてでなく、レリネとしてずっと一緒にいたいって思っています。
Yeah, sorry Nerine, I hate to like go on this moment and just completely interrupt you, but I'm guessing this is how her face kind of looks like, probably more teary-eyed. I'm just showing that there, just like, that's what her face looks like right now or something, so I don't know. I didn't know she was that short, holy crap.
今、この場にいるのが、ネリネでよかったって、そう思っています。決めたのに。死んだはずなのに。私が、今の私が、私でなければよかったのに。私は、死んだままでいたかったのに。なんで、なんで、なんで、なんで、なんで、なんで、なんで、なんで、なんで、なんで、私のまま、なんですか。
That was the truth she'd been hiding in herself. She thought she should pretend, but she couldn't. Her emotions stormed around and overflowed. Her emotions had been barricaded by her own sense of guilt for depriving her best friend of everything. She'd been trying to be somebody else, but ended up just lying to herself.
でも、もう終わりです。私は、生きてしまいましたから。リンコの過激は、おしまいです。
I hate when I accidentally skip a bit of it, damn it.
このお話のヒロインは、リコリスなんです。ヒロインがいなければ、物語なんて作れません。このままでは、脇役がヒロインを押しのけようとしてしまうから。私の恋は、おしまいです。
Regardless of my feelings.
はい。関係なしにです。
She smiled brightly, but it looked sadder than any crying.
この3ヶ月は、メリネという女の子が見た、ほんの小さな夢物語です。それも、もう終わりました。天使の鐘だなんて称賛されているあの歌も、もともとはリコリスのものなんですよ。自由を与えられていなかった彼女が、自分で見つけた楽しみ。歌を歌うこと。楽しそうに、本当に楽しそうに彼女は歌い続けていました。私も、そんな彼女の歌が大好きでした。だから、私は、ネリネは、歌が嫌いです。あれは、あの子の、リコリスのものだから。私なんかが自由にしていい。そんな力じゃないから。
A gentle wind blew past both of us. It caused Narine's head to sway. Her smile looked incredibly bright, which made it seem sadder. There was something I wanted to tell her. I stared into her red eyes. Do you want to make a bet?
かっけですか?
Nerine looked bewildered. Yeah. If I can get to where you are at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, I win. If I can't find you, I lose. If I win, you're going to have an encore. The show goes on for one more act. If I lose, the show is over. Since you're ignoring my feelings completely, I suppose that's a fair trade-off.
随分と、分の悪い賭けですね。
That's what makes people want to play. But if there's even a mere chance. A few seconds passed. Then she nodded with determination.
わかりました。